Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the woods of Idaho. Jeremy S. from T-Tag here, thetruthaboutguns.com, and today we are checking out a brand new lower receiver for the AR-15. In a second we'll go in for a close-up, but this is a polymer lower, the likes of Plum Crazy or New Frontier Armory, but it's the third generation. New, improved, supposed to be better than those old ones in every way. The machining is crisper, the polymer is stronger, and the price is staying the same. My go-to FFL for transfers for all the guns that I test out is Best Buy Surplus in Spokane, Washington. Link below in the video description to these guys. They are going to be one of the nation's biggest dealers and distributors for these lowers. And as you will see in a second on the packaging here, the price, the full, normal, everyday price for this complete, assembled, ready-to-fire lower, which comes with the entire trigger unit, buttstock, buffer, everything, ready to bolt into your upper and go shooting, is $119. And the brand, by the way, is called StarLos Firearms out of Olympia, Washington. So if you're interested in one of these, hit up Bill, Jeff, or John from Best Buy, and they will hook you up. Now I know what you're thinking. When those guys offered to loan this to me to review, give my honest opinion, whether it sucked or not, before they kind of decide to carry these and be a huge distributor for them, I said, I mean, the thing has a polymer fire control group, okay? The hammer, the sear, the trigger, all of these are plastic. There's no metal in that whatsoever. And that's a little bit disconcerting to me. I don't know what that sear engagement is going to look like after a few hundred rounds. I said, you know, if I check this thing out, if anyone's going to actually buy it and believe that it's going to hold up, I am going to have to put a lot of rounds through it. I was hoping StarLos Firearms might actually donate a huge box, a case of 223 for me to test it out. But Bill, again, at Best Buy was nice enough, and he gave me a box of American Eagle, Federal American Eagle 223. So today, I'm going to put all 500 of these through. I've got a 40 round mag, two 30 round mags with me, so that's 100. Do 100 at a time, let my gun cool down, load up again, and do another 100. But we're gonna put all 500 on video. So right now on your screen, you have a photograph of what the hammer and sear, what those engagement surfaces look like right now when it's brand new. After 500 rounds, we're gonna revisit that, see what they look like, see how they're holding up. It's actually pretty decent. Reset. Kind of weird. Sticks a little. Good break. Really no creep and a decent break on it, actually. I'm gonna shoot at this tree round the whole time. We'll see how it looks after 500 rounds. Probably much the same. So, without further ado, let's get to shooting. Right. Man, that muzzle brake is beating me up. Yeah. Couple instances of the trigger not resetting. And that's it. 98 rounds with those two that didn't fire because the trigger didn't reset. Okay, gloves are out. We've already heat soaked right through the MOE handguard. Another 100 down the pipes. My trigger finger is getting really tired. I don't know if you noticed I was switching to my middle finger there. All right, no issues that time. $201 to $300. Uh-oh. Shoot. Did not make it through all 40. Should have checked. Okay, here we go. I think I short stroked the reset on that one or something. Yeah. It's just sticking on the reset a little. If I let my finger out really slow, it doesn't quite reset. It was really, really, really totally dry in there. Might need a little bit of extra lube, but I don't know. Let's keep running it. Yeah, I'm not letting my finger all the way off the trigger. I'm trying to ride the reset, and it doesn't reset with authority. There's just a little bit of a, I don't know, a little friction there, a little stickiness at the end. If I don't let my finger off of that trigger all the way, if I try to ride it and come back quickly, I like short stroke it, it gets a little bit stuck. All right, that's 300. Okay, this is gonna bring us up to 400. A lot less cool down time this time. I just filled these magazines and I'm getting right back to it. This thing is just screaming freaking hot. Yeah, I can feel it through my glove now. No issues on the trigger when I'm not wearing a glove on my shooting hand, my strong hand. Didn't reset that time. Ah, nice. That's it, 400. Home stretch, 401 to 500. You know what? I haven't done this since I was like 18. See if I can't bump fire it a little. Gotta try. All right, here goes nothing. Almost shot my camera. Missed the trigger reset. At least I think that's the issue. It's running. It's running, it's running. More bump fire, that was kind of fun. Not done this for a long ass time. You can see why. Oh. Ah, shit. The bolt is stuck now in the buffer tube. The bolt's sticking back. That is weird. That's why the trigger didn't reset that time. The bolt's sticking inside the buffer tube. Whew. Yeah, I hit the bolt release. Did not want to come home. It's still wet. Still got some oil on it. So I'm not sure what's going on inside of this buffer tube, but we're going to check it out afterwards. Another stoppage. Another live round coming out. You'll reach around. Oops. Whew. I think we are breaking down. That's that. That's almost 500. I actually brought the extra 2 because I ejected some live rounds earlier. I was going to finish off, get exactly 500, but now we have a few live rounds on the ground from this time. Whoa. Buffer tube. Loose. Okay. Pause. I'm going to look at this. Otherwise, we haven't taken this gun apart. I'm going to make sure the buffer's okay inside here before I shoot anymore. Okay, so it looks like the castle nut actually just worked its way loose. Once the receiver plate rotated, the detent popped out. This pin, it wasn't captive anymore. It came all the way out. The takedown pin just came all the way out. And because this rotated enough backwards, the buffer retaining pin had popped out of its place, and it was actually inside of the trigger unit. It was stuck in behind the hammer. So interesting that it was still running. I put it back together without the buffer retaining pin. It's a non-critical item. It makes it a little hard to put it together, but we should be able to finish off the last 4 or so rounds. These are the ones that I ejected while clearing jams. So with these done, we'll be at 500. There we go, 500. Let's go back home once this thing cools off so it doesn't light the inside of my truck on fire, and check out the damage, if any, to the inside, to the fire control group, and whatever else.
There we go. That's 500 rounds worth of empty 20-round boxes. And you can see on the bottom left there, that is the buffer retaining pin that fell out. Looks like 500 rounds took care of the center of that big log. And the backside looking even worse.
She looks fine.
Just for the record, that was run over with a 2000 Nissan Xterra.
So good news upon taking this thing apart, it looks like the sear engagement surfaces are fine. Not only fine, I actually literally cannot see any change anywhere whatsoever after 500 rounds compared to when they were new. So color me surprised and impressed. The issues I had out on the range with this were not related to the parts, they were related to assembly. That castle nut wasn't tightened, the fire control group wasn't lubed. It was also a little tight in the receiver, so I would probably hit it with a file just very lightly, but it did run after some lube. So bottom line is I actually think this thing is capable of running thousands and thousands of rounds reliably without any sort of parts breakage. And if I were to buy a complete lower like this, I would just give it a once over first. Alternatively, for $60 full MSRP, a lot less than that street price, this is available as a stripped lower. And the stripped lower itself is extremely nice. It is leaps and bounds better than the other polymer lowers that I've played with, which include a Plum Crazy and a New Frontier Armory that's been sitting on my desk kind of as a pen holder for a couple of years. The polymer is stronger, it's denser, it's harder, although it can still flex instead of cracking, which is good. That's one of the benefits of a polymer lower. And the machining, the finish, the tolerances on it are noticeably better. There's less mold flashing, the holes are in the right places, nothing had to be modified. I dropped in some aftermarket trigger units, they fit right in, no problem. Aftermarket safety selectors, grips, you name it, all the dimensions on this thing are correct. So for 120 bucks MSRP, this thing is a great deal, even if you just buy it to hedge against the next gun grab when you can sell things on Gunbroker for insane prices, or you bury it in your yard for when the zombies come in 50 or 70 years from now. It won't corrode, it won't rust, it'll look like the day you put it in there. Great to have as a backup to your backup. Again, thanks to Best Buy for loaning this to me with all of that ammo. Give the guys there a call if you're interested in one of these lowers, whether stripped or completely assembled. Thanks for watching. Check out the links in the video description for more information, the full write-up on thetruthaboutguns.com. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.